Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I thought I would catch you up on a project that I have been working on. I know that I have not been posting much lately, but I have still been crafting. So I just wanted to share with you what I am working on right now. I am working on a bird themed journal. I have been wanting to do this for a very long time. I have been collecting bird themed papers, ephemera, and other fun stuff, all in anticipation of making this journal, and finally decided to sit down and start her. I have been working on this journal now for a couple of weeks, actually, not continuously, but sporadically. I've made some really nice progress and I wanted to share that with you. So for the cover itself, what I decided to do was repurpose a Reader's Digest book, and I even kept the spine. I did not rebuild the spine. I kept the spine of the book because it was a pretty decent size. It was, I think it's 1 3/4 if I recall correctly. And decided to collage on both the front, the back, and the spine. For the front of the book, I used a page from an Edith Holden book, and I did not feel bad cutting into the book because it was already cut into when I got it. So someone else started it. I just finished it. I used the January or a January page from the book because January is my birthday month. You can't even see the January. It's behind the lace here, but it does say January. Originally did not intend on putting the lace at the top, but I just felt that it needed a little something extra, and I wasn't happy with the cover until I put that lace on, and now I'm happy with it. Doesn't bother me that I can't see the January. That's fine. I know it's there. And for the spine of the book, I used a strip of wallpaper and I added a ring fastener. For the back of the book, I collaged different sheets of paper from this little paper themed packet that I purchased through Amazon long time ago, and it's called After the Rainforest, and it's just very thin sheets of paper that looks like it's already been collaged. So it certainly made my work easy for me in terms of getting that collage kind of feel on the back of the book. And then I just added some stickers, like the owl and the frame. Those are stickers. And then I sealed the entire thing using some Collage Page. It's the first time I'm using this, though I've had it for a while. To be honest, I forgot I had it. But this stuff works amazing. I don't know why I have not been using it up to this point, except that I forgot I had it. But this stuff is awesome. I use that to basically collage everything onto the book, seal the book. Then I used some gold paint and archival ink in the colors Vintage Photo and Ground Espresso to just kind of grunge up, ink the edges, age them up a little bit. And I think the cover turned out really nice. This cover, when closed like this, it's about 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, so it's the perfect size for the papers that I wanted to use, and specifically for a paper kit that I wanted to use, a digital kit that I downloaded from ArtyMaze. I think it's called Beautiful Birds, maybe something like that. I'll link it, or at least I'll try to remember to link it down below so you can check it out. It's a beautiful digital journal kit that I knew I wanted to use. And then for the inside of the book, I just used some scrapbooking paper. I don't know if you can see. That is feathers, like, right? Perfect. I had some of that, just enough to cover the front and back cover. And then I just lined the inside of the book, the spine, with some coordinating fabric just to make it pretty. And then what I am going to try for the first time, this book is going to be 3 signatures. What I'm going to try for the first time, and I've never done this before, so I don't know if it will work. I don't want to see the threads of the signature, the wax cording. I don't want to see it on the spine. So what I did was I cut a piece of chipboard that fits in here perfectly. I lined it with some fabric on one side. I am going to sew the signatures onto the chipboard piece and then attach it, probably using some glue. I'm going to use some of this. I have this PVA glue. It's supposed to be really, really good glue for bookmaking. I'm going to use that to stick it, and we will see how it goes. So that way I won't see the wax cording on the spine. Hopefully that'll work out well. I don't know, we shall see. The signatures, I used wallpaper for the signature covers, and I have 3 signatures. The front of each signature, I used an image from that digital kit that I purchased from ArtyMaze. As you can see, once I printed the kit, I used my Tim Holtz, what do they call this? My decal trimmer from Tim Holtz to just trim these images down, ink the edges, and then sewed them onto the front of the book. So that's 3 signatures. And then of course I inked the signatures. It's definitely been a labor-intensive process, but I'm taking my time with this one. I am in no particular rush. I'm kind of in the same mindset that I was when I created my Frida Kahlo journal. There's some journals that, you know, you've been thinking about for such a long time, something that you really, really want to create. And when it comes time to creating it, it's one of those things where you just don't want to rush the process. After wanting to do this for such a long time, I would hate to rush it and then not be happy with it. So I am taking my sweet, sweet time with this project. And that's partly the reason why I haven't been filming it, because it's dragging, and it's intentionally dragging because I'm taking my very sweet, sweet time, being very deliberate about this, and I don't want to bore you guys. So I will just catch you up, right? So these are the 3 signatures. I will show you what I've done so far. I have a pocket on the inside. I have some elements that were also part of that digital kit that I downloaded from ArtyMaze, and I will share with you some of the papers. I have tea dyed or coffee dyed doily. I have, look at this paper, isn't it beautiful? This is I forgot the type of paper this is. Rice paper. I think it's rice paper. I forget. But I purchased a bunch of this from Amazon a long, long time ago. And this one has feathers, little feathers in the pattern of the paper. This is coffee dyed paper. I have lots of pages from bird books. This is part of the kit. I have a fabric flip. I did not make these fabric flips. These fabric flips were actually made by Diane H, who has a YouTube channel here. I will link her channel down below. But at one point she made some fabric flips and put them in her Etsy shop, PrettyPinkCottage, and I purchased them. So I sewed the fabric flip into my journal. As you can see right there, it's just a basic straight stitch, nothing crazy. And then I added my own embellishment to the fabric flip to just make it my own a little bit. I used some vintage slide mounts that I also purchased from Diane H. I used my gloss, my acrylic gloss sprays to color them, and then my archival inks to stamp on them, and then I backed them. I used them to frame some images of birds that I had. These images are all part of, let's see if I can find them, a collection of bird images that I purchased from Diane H as well. I can't find them right now, but maybe next time I will be better prepared and I'll be able to share them with you. But there were these thick chipboard pieces of bird images, and I just peeled off the image from the rest of the chipboard to kind of thin it down some, and I glued it to the back. And I basically plan on gluing these throughout the book on different pages just to embellish. I made quite a few of them. I had so much fun. I've done this before. I actually also did something similar to this in the Rita Callow journal. I will make sure to post links to that process up there somewhere so that you can check it out. And these, when I got the slide mounts, they come joined like that. I took them apart for some of them, and for others I kept them together because I do plan on creating some tabs using these, something like this, and then putting a little eyelet and using a garment pin to add some charms. So we have some little dangly charms. That's, you know, part of what I have planned for the books. So that's the fabric flip. I have some other stained papers. These I bought from GodSpeedCreations. I wouldn't even know where to begin to get paper colored blue. Maybe she used ink. I don't know what she used, but they're beautiful, and so decided to use that. This is some ledger paper that I coffee colored. Some more wallpaper. These are bird themed borders. I have actually even bird themed paper clips. Can you see that? In my stash I've been using. Here's a little journaling card that I created. Basically took a Project Life card. These right here, you've seen me use these before. Love them. Best purchase I've made in a long time. I've gone through already quite a few of these. Absolutely love these. But what I do is I take them and on, you know, one side leave it plain so that you have a spot to journal. On the other side I collaged, and I collaged some more of those papers, these after the rainforest papers on the one side, adding some stickers, some sentiments, did a bit of zigzag sewing around the entire tag, and you have like this great little journaling spot. I think I will leave that as is. I thought maybe I would add a little fabric tab on the top, but I'll leave it alone. This is part of the journaling kit that of the digital kit I purchased from ArtyMaze. Some pink paper, also dyed. GodSpeedCreations, I'm pretty sure, is where I purchased that from. And I have these bingo cards that I purchased from Diane H, PrettyPinkCottage. I collaged some napkin, some tissue onto the top of the one side of it. The other side I'm going to back with some journaling space. And then the goal, what I have envisioned in my mind so far, is to attach them here using eyelets and some jump rings. It's something I saw recently on, I think it's called, oh, what's her page? 49 Dragonfly, maybe? I'm going to link her channel down below in the video as well. But I recently saw she does ASMR journaling videos. These are videos I never knew I needed in my life, but I am going to totally link her playlist down below. It's basically, if you're familiar with ASMR, it's a video showing her process with no voiceover, no music, just the sounds of her doing the actual work. It's like so relaxing. I am obsessed with her ASMR journaling videos, and she has been quite a source of inspiration for me. So I'm going to link her down below so that you can go check her out. But that's what I have planned for here. Over here we have a vellum envelope with some music on it. I collaged on it as well. The plan is to adhere it to this page, so you have like a little bit of a flip out element. And then, you know, we have the back end of the pages repeating. These are the same papers you saw on the front end, right? This little birdie, he's going to get collaged or stuck onto here. I might leave it a little open on the top so you have a little bit of a tuck spot. So I've kind of been going through it, through the book, adding elements here and there. Here is another element that I created. I took a time card, folded it in half, and basically collaged, used a napkin and collaged it onto the time card, folded in half, and some zigzag stitching around the edges. I haven't decided if I'm going to put more paper in here to create a little booklet, something to think about. So I'm kind of all over the place in different stages with the books, but I'm very happy with the way that they've turned out so far. I know that I have much more work to do. I still have more elements to add, but in terms of the ephemera and the materials that I'm going to use inside the book, I'm pretty pleased with what I have so far. I know I still have some stamping to do, definitely some sewing to do, but I just wanted to catch you up and let you know, this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm doing. Hopefully you are working on a project that you have been wanting to do for a long time, and if you're not, what are you waiting for? Get to it. I have been putting this off forever and ever and ever, always saying, well, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. Well, guess what? I finally made time, because if I keep up with that attitude, then I'll never get it done in my lifetime. So just like I took the time to sit down and make my dream Frida Kahlo journal, I am taking the time to put together my dream little bird themed journal. So I hope you enjoyed this share. I hope you are inspired to sit down and make something that you have been wanting to make for a very long time. And I will continue to update you on the progress of this journal, and hopefully we'll be motivated to film some of it. But that's where I'm at. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I truly do appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next video. Until next time, bye bye.